What up, Team Buckhouse? Welcome to the live stream. If you're not watching this live, you know what to do. Listen to it like a podcast. A bunch of you guys do, and I appreciate everyone that does listen to this not live. I will be mentioning a bunch of sales today, so make sure you stay tuned and hear those sales. If you just want to go into the description of the video and save the money, I have all of the sales linked in the description of the video. If you're not watching this live, you can just click in there and see all the sales. But what up, guys? Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, a great Black Friday as well, which was yesterday. Today's now Saturday, our normal scheduled posting time frame. So I was thinking about going live on Sunday because I just got back in town a couple hours ago. So, but then I was like, no, why would we do that? There's a ton of Black Friday sales from my sponsors that are still going that I want to mention in this live stream. But also I want to mention today's live stream sponsor, of course, Legends. Legends is the sportsbook casino that I love to use for football. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I am a diehard football fan and sports fan. I enjoy hockey, baseball, all that type of stuff. And so if you do partake in sports betting or anything like that, Legends is my favorite sports book to use. If you use my code Johnathan, you will get a $100 match to your first deposit of $100, up to $100, which is really rad that they do that. And it's a online social casino. They use sweeps coins and all that type of stuff. So check out Legends if you're looking for a sports book. And now to the live stream. We got Dougie in the house, day job shredder, and of course Logan is here. Hope you guys had a killer Thanksgiving. Me, my family, for the third year, did our Buckhouse family turkey trot. We've been doing turkey trots. We kind of had a family Thanksgiving disaster. So we on Thanksgiving Day I did a Thanksgiving with my oldest sister and her husband's side of the family. So it's technically a Salingo family Thanksgiving, but the Buckhouse family Thanksgiving was yesterday, Friday night. Well, Thursday night, Bobby wasn't feeling very good, and in the middle of the night started getting pretty sick, let's just say, the whole night. And so she literally slept all day yesterday. She's been bedridden in my sister's house. Because we were visiting. We were out of town. Bobby's sick, like can't stand up, sick, awful. And so me and the kids went to the Buckhouse family Thanksgiving, but then everyone was like on edge and like nervous. But then my older brother, who was hosting the Buckhouse family Thanksgiving, gets sick and disappears in his room, and he's done for the Thanksgiving because he's throwing up now. His daughter also got sick same night, and so then it's like everyone in our family starts getting sick, and it's like lame. But a bunch of us others were not sick, still feeling great, still had a good Thanksgiving, and yeah, that was my Thanksgiving story. I hope everyone had a smoother Thanksgiving than that. I mean, it's hard not to have a smooth Thanksgiving when the Green Bay Packers smashed the Detroit Lions for the second Thanksgiving in a row. Was it the second in a row, or is it the second? The last two times we played the Lions on Thanksgiving, we smacked them. Fresh Pound, Wisconsin. Headed to Alpine Valley tomorrow. Let's go. We got some snow last night. I drove into town and there's a bunch of snow everywhere, so I was sick. Tommy the Goat. Jonathan, me and my mom are going to Hunter Mountain in New York, and what's the best run? I've been to Hunter Mountain. I couldn't, for the life of me, tell you a single run at Hunter Mountain, though. I went a couple years ago. I've only been once. I literally know 0 runs there. But I did enjoy Hunter Mountain. It was a good time. Trailer Tom's in the house. If you want to know resort reports, tune in every day to Trailer Tom's YouTube channel. He does the resort reports, gives you guys kind of like a condition update and terrain update, what's going on at the ski resorts. He's also doing morning live streams, which have been a ton of fun to not only be a part of. Sometimes you'll catch me in his live streams, but just if I want to see what's going on, he's out there early giving you guys the resort report. So check out Trailer Tom. He's my good buddy. All the snowboard winners were sent a copy of his movie, First Chair Opening Day Dreams. Stomach viruses aren't airborne. They go by touch. Yes, Tom, you're correct about that. So we the first day, which was Wednesday night. So my mom came into town from Wisconsin, and my she's a big like she loves before Christmas doing like an ornament. Like everyone paints and makes their own ornaments for trees. And so we did a big ornament party on Wednesday, and I think that's when it all kind of got passed around. Anyone that got. Regan, no discounts on the Clue bindings, but we could jump into the discounts of everything. What's up, Tristan? Tristan, I'll be at Copper tomorrow with Roman if you're interested. On heading out. Doggy. I think Sunday is Tom's going for Beaver Creek opening, right? Is Beaver Creek opening tomorrow? I didn't want to head all the way out to Beaver Creek, but maybe I could take Roman to Beaver Creek for opening day. Maybe we do that. A local opens on the 5th. There we go. Have they built a park at Copper yet? I think it's all still hike yet. So Trailer Tom did say he's headed to Beaver Creek. So I've been dying this whole week because of a sickness. Oh no, you got it too, Tristan? Is it the throwing up one, or is it a cough? I'm in line for first chair tomorrow. Let's go, Tom. I don't think I want to head all the way to Beaver Creek I got so much going on, honestly, that Tom, I would love to join you. Oh, cough, cough. I got it. I'd love to join you, Tom, but I don't want to head all that way for an opening with the little dude. If it was a midweek, maybe. But especially with Bobby not feeling 100% still, I don't think I should go that far. When was the last time I went to Copper Mountain? I went on opening day. That was the last time I went. Keystone is just so much better right now. But Roman Dog wants to head out. Roman Dog wants to head out. So I told him to go. I'm going to copy and paste all of the sales and just throw them in the chat for you if they're not too long. Let's see. Oh. I can't do all of them at the same time. So I'm going to grab one at a time and just kind of mention for you guys on this live stream. If you're not interested, I'm sorry, but there are some pretty solid. It's just that time of the year. I've been posting tons of sponsored content on my socials, and it's just that time of the year where one, I got to collect my paychecks. I got to feed my family. Two, Black Friday sales, like they're the best sales of the year typically. Sometimes they're not. We all know about the scams with Black Friday, but these are truly the best sales that I've seen with my sponsors. And so, two things: these companies sponsor me, not just because of a Black Friday, but these are like my sponsors. So the sponsors that support me on a monthly basis, they give me a check as a rider monthly. They're not just anything like that. So just so you know, if you use these links, you use these codes, all this type of stuff, it does support me additionally. So of course I'm gonna say get this stuff because they're my sponsors, but I also use it. Like what I promote, I actually use. So the first one's gonna be the Insta360 cameras. They are running a massive sale, hundreds of dollars off multiple cameras. There's so many cameras. Every single camera they have has a sale. And there's different bundles that have sales, and all accessories are 20% off. So if you have an Insta360, you want better audio, like the GPS microphone would be 20% off. I highly recommend this guy. It's my favorite accessories I've been using. But any of the poles, like the invisible poles, things like that. If you use my links, my affiliate link, you'll get a snow bundle as a gift for the first 50 people. There's still a couple of those left. We have sold a lot of these cameras, which is rad. But like the X5 has a huge sale off of it. But if you really are like kind of balling on a budget, and also Insta360 launched a new camera, the Insta360 X4 Air. It's smaller, and it's $299. Has a better sensor than the X4 has. So it's an X4 Air, so it's a smaller than an X4. Smaller camera means smaller battery, be aware of that, but the Insta360 batteries are still really good. If you get the X4 package though, it comes with the camera, the pole, an extra battery, and then you'll get the snow bundle for using my package. But I'll show you the size difference of the cameras real quick. My X5 is a white one, just so you know. You can get these, you can get the X4 Air and all the X5s in white. So you can kind of see that size difference. So if you're going to be going for POV, this one is so much nicer. It's so much lighter. And then also, it has the changeable lenses. So hundreds of dollars off of multiple types of Insta360 cameras. Just I would use the link that I have in the description, or I just threw in the chat, and shop around and find the best camera option for you. And I highly enjoy my Insta360 cameras. I've built my career off of using this camera, just so you guys know. Like if you're like, I want to be an influencer, I want to do something, like this camera is how this is the only camera I use. It's incredible. So the next sale is my goggle sponsor, which I wanted to have. I think I have the bag in here. Give me 2 seconds. Where are it? I gotta find my goggles. There's no way I left that in the car. I'm gonna have to double check. I didn't leave my goggles or my whole helmet bag. I have like a bag where I have all my helmet stuff. I gotta double check that I didn't leave that in the car. That's my beanie. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. I didn't want to pull those guys off the display. Kuno Optics, though, that's my goggle sponsor. They are running 50% off the goggles. I have a different lens on mine right now, but they still have the Johnathan Buckhouse Pro model from season 8. These are the Nimbus series. I've been rocking these for the last 2 seasons. Still, the durability is insane with these goggles. You can get them with multiple lenses. 50% off. You have to use a code. I'm gonna throw this in the chat. If you need a pair of goggles, I use these every day. Highlight, low light, whatever it is. The Kuno Optics are honestly my favorite. This is the Nimbus series. They also have the Jaeger series on the website as well. So 2 different goggles, 50% off the website. And are Shady Rays any good? So yeah, I posted that video about the Shady Rays. They're doing 60% off. That was a sponsored post as a Black Friday sale sponsor, which was really rad to work with Shady Rays. Pretty large company. One thing that's really cool with Shady Rays is they do, I'm trying to find that video for you guys, that sale. Shady Rays does 100 lost break or theft. Like if you lose your sunglasses, you break them, they'll replace them, which is really rad. So and they're doing 60% off the entire sale at shadyrays.com. I will throw those in the description of this video. I didn't even think about that. Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. Sunglasses. They do have goggles, but obviously I'm sponsored by Kuno, so I recommend getting these goggles. Because so that's the Kuno Optics sale, 50% off goggles. But my other sponsor, Vertica outerwear is doing 25 to 50% off their website on certain, the sales for certain levels of outerwear. So jackets, pants, they also have goggles and other like balaclavas, anything that you can wear. I think they even have gloves. Vertica has like all of the outerwear covered. So vertica.com, they're doing 20 to 50% off the website. Shady Rays, which I threw in there. I even accidentally put the ad hashtag. They're doing 60% off sunglasses and goggles. And then Kuno Optics, which are the goggles I recommend getting, are magnetic lenses. Oop. So, boom. Magnetic lenses. Super incredible goggles. Different colors and styles for anyone's out there. Trailer Tom with a $10 Streamlabs donation. Dude, thank you so much for the donation. Buckhouse Wax is a great holiday gift. Dude, Tom, you are amazing. He's not wrong. Not on sale for Black Friday. But Buckhouse Wax, the order arrives on Tuesday. I'm so excited. It has the Evolution logo imprinted on the bar. 130 grams for the average snowboarder. This will get you through the entire season, which is really rad. I'm actually hyped that when you buy the wax, like you're going to be set for a while. All temperature wax, so you can use it through any temperature of the season. I got to start somewhere, so we went with the all temperature wax. It's 100% biodegradable as well, so you're not going to be hurting the planet when you are using this. You can even scrape it in the parking lot. It's just going to disappear. And it's incredible wax, super fast wax. And I'm so excited for you guys to be getting your hands on it and trying it out for the first time. Big shout out to Trailer Tom. He'll be getting his Buckhouse wax as well. And yeah, so not on sale for Black Friday, but grab yourself some Buckhouse wax. Tom, thanks for that $10 donation. Day Job Shredder. With 36 months of supporting the dream. Day Job is insane. I can vouch for the Kuno Nimbus. Not paid to say it, but they are my go-to goggles for everyday use. And the JB can confirm this. Yes, Day Job's out there rocking them. Dude, I love when you guys agree. Like I love pushing things that I use. Like I use all of my sponsors. I'm using the Insta360 cameras on the daily. I'm using the Kuno Optics. So when you guys snag my sponsors, it means a lot. And then in the chats, we're like, he's not lying. These are like the best goggles. So I love it. Nicholas with a $10 Venmo donation. Dude, thank you so much. You guys can drop donations on Venmo, Streamlabs, or on YouTube. I never complain about YouTube donations. YouTube does take 30% of those though. So if you did want to drop a large donation, if you did on Venmo or Streamlabs, just know I'll be getting more of that donation. And that's why those are options for donations. But Nicholas with a $10 Venmo said, went riding for the first day this season at Stratton today. Dude, East Coast is crushing it this year. I got to get out there stat. Can't wait for Red Mountain. Only 6 more weeks. Yeah, dude, Nick's coming to Red Mountain. If you guys, dude, thanks for setting up the plug. If you haven't booked your spot yet for the all-inclusive adult snowboard experience, skiers and snowboarders are welcome. Even snow goers or snow scooterers, if any way you want to get down the mountain, it doesn't matter. Come to the all-inclusive snowboard experience at Red Mountain in Canada. Basically, it's a large group of people. Me and Peak to Creek Adventure Club have partnered up to do this trip. You book your camp spot, you book your flight, and then the travel from the airport to the mountain, the stay, the food, the lift tickets. If you have an Epic or if you have an Icon Pass, you can take $200 off the total, bringing the price to $2,050. It's the cheapest ski/snowboard trip you could do. It's January 10th through the 14th, or the 14th through the 18th. January 10th through the 14th, or January 14th through the 18th. I really like what Jeff wrote, so I'll read it for you guys real quick. Get ready to level up your riding with none other than Johnathan Buckhouse, YouTube legend, snowboard junkie, and stoke master himself. This isn't just a trip, it's a full-blown snowboarding experience built for progression, connection, and non-stop fun. If you don't think you're good enough to snowboard with me, you will be mistaken. I will be taking laps with everybody that comes on this experience, whether that's on the bunny hill or if that's expert level riders. I'm here to shred with you guys, to enjoy your company, to eat breakfast with you, hit the slopes, go eat lunch with you, hit the slopes, go get dinner with you, all that type of stuff. I am here to just make your experience better. Once again, that's in January. There's the link. The link is also in the description of this video. If you haven't signed up, if you sign up on the live stream, if someone signs up on the live stream, I'll give away something rad on the live stream. Let's just put it that way. I will do a rad giveaway if anyone signs up on stream tonight. Have you ever done a triple black diamond? Absolutely. I have done some pretty gnarly riding in my career. And hopefully it just keeps getting gnarlier within reason. All right, we have we have one more really rad sale going on, and I'll cover the sales again throughout the live stream. But Cardo, I'm about to go to Alaska with Cardo. Now, you might only see this when I'm rocking my white helmet. That's my Cardo helmet / influencer helmet. But Cardo is a talking system to talk with your fellow riders. You can link up to 15 people in one single group. You can use it to listen with music. You can use it to communicate with friends. I love to use it with Roman and Bristol because they're so much smaller than me that I can really hear what they're saying. But also, you know, if they get a little away from me, they can also just immediately talk back and forth with me. So the Cardo Pack Talk Outdoor is an incredible system, but all of Cardo stuff. So if you're a lot of motorcycle people like to use the Cardo. So their motorcycle systems, their ski systems, all of the Cardo systems right now are 25% off. There's the link to get 25% off. It's not like the affiliate, like I have an affiliate code for Buckhouse that will save you some money throughout the season, but to get the specific 25% off, you need to use that specific link right there. My normal code will get you 10% off the Cardo system. But snag yourself Cardo Pack Talk Outdoor, especially if you got little kids with skiing and snowboarding. I highly recommend it. I think it's the best way to communicate with your little ones on the mountain. Do the goggles fall off easily when you fall, or because I was thinking about buying some? No. So if you like slam, like the lenses won't pop off. I don't think I've had the Nimbus series pop off at all. I've had the Jaeger series pop off, but these magnets are super strong and they're not going to be popping off on you. So don't worry about that. When am I going to be in Alaska? I'll be in Alaska December 8th through the 12th. So that week I will be out there in Alaska. I'll be snowboarding 3 days at Alyeska. So it's going to be a ton of fun. How do your skills compare to recognized professional snowboarders? Not even close. So when you have average, so you have like resort riders, I'm like in the top super high percentage for skilled resort riders. And then you have professionals, and professional snowboarders, like the competitors, the dudes like Travis Rice and those dudes are like freaks of nature. They're so good at snowboarding. It's absolutely insane. You know, I am very lucky that I created my own lane, but also kind of in a lot of ways pioneered and created the influencer lane of snowboarding. You know, not a lot of people, nobody did what I do before I showed up, and then, you know, I kind of paved that path. So when it comes to like straight up skill, like absolutely not. I'm an okay snowboarder for sure. I'm better than the average. I can absolutely help people get better at shredding. And I just work every single day on getting better at snowboarding. Right now I'm injured, so it's killing my mental because I just want to keep getting better at snowboarding, but I'm so limited with my ankle, which I've just took 3 days off in a row. So hopefully those 3 days give me some superpowers. We're still going for 200 days in 2025, and we still got a lot of days to knock out. So not many rest days ahead of me. But yeah, I hope all that made sense. Day job shredder. Bah, 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 bah. Keeping the fox alive with a $3 donation, dude. I really appreciate it. And dude, Nate the Lifty, 28 months, man. Still supporting the dream. Nate used to work for me. He just said, wow. What up, Nate? Nate, your birds let me down, man. I really needed that dub yesterday for the birds. Send a 10 tomorrow at the Copper Hike Park jump. Just come on, bro, just send it. I really needed that dub too. What does the playoff pictures even look like? Dun, 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 dun. That's not what I'm looking for. That's the worst looking playoff prediction. Broncos on tie. No, dude, we got the dude. December 14th, Packers Broncos. It's on. Bears are gonna be down and out when the Packers. Well, Bears play Lambeau first. When am I gonna post the Goodwill snowboard video? Oh, I gotta edit that. That will probably post. I don't know. I got tomorrow is the opening of the new Loveland chairlift. Loveland, if you didn't know, Loveland Ski Resort opened a new chairlift. And so that happened. And then maybe Monday. We gotta get a banger out. We haven't had a long form video do very well in a minute, which is heartbreaking. All right, so the Rams are the #1 seed at 9-2. The Bears, they haven't had their bye week yet. That's crazy. Or they had their bye week. Oh, they haven't played. They played on Sunday. Still means they haven't had their bye week. Anyways, I hate saying this, but the Bears are the 2nd seed at 9-3. They're frauds, though. Then the Eagles are still the 3rd seed at 8-4. Bucks are the 4th at 6-5. It's so funny, man. There's always one division that's like so bad. Then you get into the 3 wild card spots. You got the Seahawks at 8-3, Packers at 8-3-1, which I don't know why the Packers would be the 6th seed and not the 5th seed with their tie. And then you get the 49ers. Oh, because I think the Seahawks still have to play this week is why. Anyways, I love football. And technically, Tristan, the Patriots are the #1 seed because they're 10-2 and the Broncos are already 9-2. So Broncos aren't on top yet. We still love you, cheesy. I love it. Dude, rivalries are good. Dude, NFC North was popping off last year. The difference is the Bears were the bad team and the Vikings were a good team. But now it's the Vikings are the bad team. The Bears are the good team. I like watching the Broncos be good. It's the best part about being a diehard Packer fan, but living in Denver because, Packers, this is an odd year that we're playing the Broncos because normally we play in Denver every 8 years and we play the Broncos every 4 years. But we got a bonus game this year, so that's really rad. Hi, Jonathan. I'm going to Keystone this winter to snowboard. Will I have a blast? Yes, of course. It's my favorite mountain. For anyone that just has recently jumped in, I'm going to I went in depth on the sponsors or on the Black Friday deals. I'm going to post them kind of together. You have hundreds of dollars off multiple Insta360 cameras and deals, as well as 50% off the Kuno Optic goggles if you use that code right there. And then we have 25 to 50% off Vertica outerwear. That's the outerwear that I use on a daily. Then we have 25% off the Cardo Pack Talk. deal right here. And then Shady Rays, if you go on shadyrays.com, they're doing 60% off all of their glasses and everything. So I enjoy the Shady Ray glasses for sure. Someone asked me about them. I would put them at a medium tier sunglass, just so you guys know. The Shady Ray glasses they're not like a top tier, like best, nicest glasses I've ever touched, but they're not like garbage. Wax, no deal on wax, but if you want to support me, Buckhouse Wax, buckhousewax.com. Or if you truly want to support your boy, the Evolution sticker. I'm gonna throw the sticker and hear me out. Copper tomorrow. I'll be at Copper tomorrow with Roman. So yes, Copper tomorrow. Evolution sticker. We've got the snowboarder. We've got the skier. Great way to support the channel. I think it's safe to say that I don't think any random rad snowboard trips are popping up this year like they did last year, which is totally fine. Which means I gotta spend all of my frontier flights and go like to the East Coast, go to the Midwest, and knock out more ski resorts this year. So one of the best ways to support me and the mission of riding every resort in the United States are snagging the Evolution stickers or Buckhouse Wax. 130 grams of wax, all temperature, so it's great for any day of skiing or riding. 130 grams will get you through basically the whole season. You should be waxing every 3 to 4 days of snowboarding. This is the start of my own physical product. You know, I've partnered with sponsored pro model goggles and other things, but I want to get into creating my own company that's beyond just the videos and the stickers and things. So we launched Buckhouse Wax. This is the first product, and as we sell more wax and I can put more money back into the product, we can then get like scrapers and tools and start creating a full business from a bar of wax, which is really exciting. And big shout out to Roman, who also made me a Buckhouse Wax bar of wax. Dude, this kid melts my heart. Killington is great East Coast resort. I've been to Killington. It's absolutely insane. What's my opinion on Wolf Creek? It's a fun resort. It gets a ton of snow, absolutely obliterated in snow, but it's steep and then it's flat. So it can be just a little not too fun and flat, but if you have Buckhouse Wax on your board, those flat sections won't feel as bad. So wax up with some Buckhouse Wax and head out to Wolf Creek and you will be good to go. Tom, I agree about the Cowboys in that statement for sure. Nick's Colorado channel. What up, dude? What's up? Finally snowed in Denver today. Dude, that's the first snowfall in Denver. Let's go. We got to get the Ruby Hill open. We need more snow in Denver. If it snowed in Denver, I'm actually really happy that we went the back way. My chat just went out on me. We went the back way to come home from Colorado Springs, so I'm happy we did that. Pop out your chat. Sorry guys, my chat fell off. Still no snow here on the western slope. Oh no. Yeah, some areas in Colorado are still struggling bad. I mean, we've gotten some snow here in Summit, but it's still not a lot. But it's enough that we're going to be able to get more runs open and things. So the Northeast. Oh no. How's it not snowing in the Northeast? But was it mid north is getting blasted, right? Jiminy Peak, isn't that area is that area getting destroyed? Yeah, New York is dumping. Gotta go hit big snow, guys. It's dumping in New York. When do you think I'll get the backyard park running? We got to get a big snowstorm. So it just takes one snowstorm to get the backyard park running. I should go out there and run the tow rope line. Should probably do that sooner than later. But sometimes it's better to wait for a crew, dudes, the setup goes so much faster. But we redid the DFD, so yeah. How many seasons should I wait to get a new board? I got mine last season. Well, a lot of it depends on finances, and amount of times you go riding. So if financially you can afford to get a new board whenever you want, then get a board whenever you want. If finances are tight, you don't go snowboarding a ton, then do you need a new board? Probably not. Sometimes I'm teaching Roman this right now, wants versus needs. You might want something, but do you need it? Now, if you're doing good financially and you have a lot of wants, you get to have more wants. So you got to work hard to get your wants versus your needs. But you always got to make sure your needs are covered before you get your wants. Now, technology changes in boards often, but I would say normally a snowboard can go about 5 years before the technology in that board kind of becomes, I don't say obsolete, but just that like there's cooler, newer things out. And so upgrading is fun because the boards are going to ride better. They're going to be lighter. They're going to have more pop and snap and shapes and things like that. Now there's also a difference between like you might have your all mountain daily board, but now you want to get a powder board. So then you upgrade to a powder board. If you're in the market for snowboard and you're like, I want to buy my first board, but I want it to do everything, I cannot recommend the Burton Custom more as my go-to. Like I'm going to Alaska, I'm bringing one snowboard, I'm bringing the Burton Custom because I can ride powder on it, I can ride park on it, I can ride groomers on it, I can ride steep gnarly mountain with it. Burton Custom is going to get me through everything that I want to ride. So if you're like, I need a one board quiver is what they call it. The Burton Custom is a great one. Or there's the camber changing snowboard, and I got to take this guy out and make some content with it. Maybe I'll do that this week. But the Proteus is a camber changing snowboard. Literally, you can change the shape of the board with a tool. You just like, and it changes. It's absolutely sick, and I highly recommend it. And it absolutely works, and the board rips, and it's fun. And so you'd get multiple snowboards with a single purchase with a board like that. Dude, we got 50 people in here. What up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Have you heard of the new Phase 32 bindings? I have heard of the phases. I've seen the phases, and I thought I'd be a little more impressed. The ones that I've seen were too big for my feet, so I truly couldn't get them to operate the way that they would operate if they were actually my size bindings. And they make sense. I question, and I don't know, I question their durability. I wonder how long they would last. They seem a little plasticky. I got a form from the early 2000s and it's fire, dude. That's like, I want to get an old school form snowboard so bad. Like to put on my wall of trophy boards. When is Roman hitting the X Games jumps? New video possible? I mean, that's all up to him. I mean, even me, like I could go hit the X Games jumps, but those things are massive. So like, I'm not rushing out to go hit them. So if he never in his life wants to hit them, I'll be like, dude, that's fine. That is so, but if he's like, dude, I want to hit those so bad. I'm like, all right, dude, let's do it. I know how to get you to that level. Let's go. And so, it's all up to him. If my son wants to pursue snowboarding, sick. If my son wants to pursue, he spent the whole weekend playing guitar with his uncle. If he wants to do music instead, I'm so for that. Like snowboarding was my dream. It does not have to be Roman's dream. If it is his dream, sick. All I care about is when he's 35, he still wants to go on a snowboard trip with dad. Like, yo, dude, let's go do something fun. And he's like, yeah, dad, let's go ride. Like, that's all I care about. Have you ever gone to Stratton in Vermont? I have not. I want to. I've been to a couple of Vermont ski resorts. I'll show you the link to all the resorts that I've been to. It's called resortskimaps.com. There's the link right here. It's a resort map of every single resort in the United States. All the green snowboarders are the ones that I've been to. I'm so excited to turn a lot of these green guys, or a lot of these red guys, green. Because if it's red, that means I haven't been there yet. So in Vermont, I've hit Killington. I've hit Bromley, and I've hit Mount Snow. I don't even remember Bromley. Did I make a resort review on this? I have not. I remember it now that I'm seeing it. But yeah, lots of resorts to hit out on the East Coast. So we'll make that happen. Lots to hit in the Midwest. Looks like we could have a 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet if we did a 3-day Michigan trip, we can knock out a couple resorts as well at the lower part of Michigan. I'd love to hit the Upper Peninsula. I think Mount Bohemia just got dumped on. That's a want to hit resort. Stowe and Stratton. I had an opportunity to go ride them a couple years ago, but the company that I was supposed to do it with bailed. Sometimes, dude, you work with companies and you like build up these trips and it's like about to happen and then they bail and you're like, ugh. I'm going to Bohemia in February. When's the best month of the year to go to Bohemia? Or should you literally just like try to plan a snowstorm? Yeah, I just got my first pair of skis, Atomic Bent 85s with marker swirl bindings. Dude, congrats on that. I need to get myself a pair of skis so I can make ski videos whenever I want. My dad's 65 and we're skiing a lot this year. It's fun. It's funny, the roles have changed now. I drive and I go slow and look uphill for him now while skiing. That's so funny, Nick. I can't wait, man. I can't wait for stuff like that for sure. Ohio, dude. I the thing with Ohio, because I want to go, is I want to do it on a road trip. There's this like specific, and that could still happen this year. There's this specific road trip that I want to do that like stretches from Kansas City. Honestly, the best thing to do is fly to Kansas City, get a rental car, hit Snow Creek, and then start the road trip. Kind of knock out that first drive. And then leave the rental car in Buffalo, New York, when we fly back home. I did go to Powder Ridge in Connecticut. I also went to Powder Ridge in Minnesota. There's a couple Powder Ridges out there, just so you guys know. There's also the Utah. We got to finish some resorts in Utah. I'm stuck in New Jersey with my only resort being Mountain Creek. I've been to Mountain Creek, but at night after it rained. I need to go get a real day at Mountain Creek before I resort review that. I really appreciate your content. I'm always loving watching the new uploads. You definitely have made me better and more confident in snowboarding. I love hearing that. Dude, you just brought a smile to my face. I love hearing that my videos have helped you guys get better at snowboarding. Obviously, that makes me stoked and gives me kind of like a purpose. But I will say, man, the last how-to video has absolutely tanked. So if you guys could give this video a watch, I'd greatly appreciate it. I made it in the summertime. I saved it for months to post during the winter so it would do well. It's got 600 views. How? I remember no matter what how-to video I would post, it would always do okay. But so there's the video right there. If you guys want to watch it and come back. It's not a very long one. It's like 5 minutes long. I'll still be here. What's going on with my necklace? Bristol made me this necklace. There we go. But man, that video needs some watch time or something like that. I did not ride today. I drove back to town. I came home, but I'll be riding tomorrow. Do you remember going to Nordic in Wisconsin? They just got a huge new building. Oh, really? That's awesome. I do remember Nordic because that's where I broke my rib. But I I also had a ton of fun there, so I like Nordic a lot. I did a 720 at Nordic. Will I be in Vail during February? Possibly. Vail, even though it's 40-ish, 40 minutes to an hour away from me, I consider one of my local near me resorts. I haven't gone to Vail mid-season in a minute, so I'd love to go get out there. I want to take Roman to Vail, and have him ride some bowls and stuff. I think that'd be a ton of fun. I do need to update the calendar. The biggest thing is I don't have. I guess I could put the Alyeska trip and the Canada trip, but I haven't planned my other trips yet. But I'm going to be planning them. But if you guys do want to ride with me, you guys can come ride with me in Canada in January at Red Mountain. It's an all-inclusive ski/snowboard experience. So if you're a skier or a snowboarder, you can join me. That's with Peak to Creek Adventure Club, January 10th through the 14th, or January 14th through the 18th. 2 different sessions, all-inclusive, absolute ripping. You get your camp spot, get your flight, then the shuttle from the airport to the accommodations is covered, and then your stay, your tickets, your food, all of it is covered with Peak to Creek Adventure Club, which is absolutely sick. Last year we went to Revelstoke, which was a ton of fun and a dream trip. This year would be, or is, Red Mountain. So join us. Come rip. Yeah, you definitely set me up for that plug. I appreciate it. Austin, what up, dude? Huge custom fan, just picked up the counterbalance to try. Heard great things about it. I like trying new boards. When we did Gilson Week, it was fun to get on just a bunch of different new boards and shapes and stuff and just feel what it rips like. Do you ever get up to Canada? Yeah, I will be getting to Canada with the Peak to Creek Adventure Club all-inclusive trip. They do with the Peak to Creek Adventure Club, there is a payment plan option if you want to do it, as well as if you have an Icon Pass, you can take $200 off of the total of that trip, making it only a $2,000 snowboard trip, which is the absolute cheapest you're going to be able to do that trip. What's the best way to pack your setup for a flight? I don't want the airlines ruining my gear. So I filmed a video, I haven't edited it yet, about snowboard bags and which ones to get. But you definitely want a snowboard bag that has wheels, just so you know. I always go snowboard in first, then boots at the bottom of the bag where the wheels are, the bottom of the snowboard bag. Boots go down there. Helmet goes in between the bindings. Socks go in the bindings. Jam your socks into the bindings. And then I always put some type of like my crash pants or more socks or underwear between my helmet and the bindings. That way my helmet doesn't like brush up against the binding and like scrape, and then I get like a really nasty like scrape on the side of my helmet. I also put my helmet in a helmet bag. And then obviously in the helmet are my goggles, my gloves, my beanie, my face mask, all that's shoved in the helmet, then on the board. Then in the nose of the board, I'll do my outerwear. So pants, jacket, all that type of stuff. And then any clothes will go on top, or jackets or whatever. If I'm going on a long snowboard trip, I do two bags. I have my like snowboard bag with all of the snowboard stuff, and then I have my like clothing for the trip. So like with the Alaska trip, I'll have a carry-on, and I'll have my snowboard bag, and the carry-on will have like my clothes for other activities. August with a $20 donation. Literally didn't write anything. Just dropped a fat $20 no, dude. Thank you so much. That is the first one towards. There is a donation goal if anyone's interested. I was actually in an avalanche at one point. I never shared that video. Kept it to myself, and I was like, maybe if we hit that donation goal, I would let that video come to light. So if we hit the donation goal, I would do that. Let me check Streamlabs for donations. I haven't checked Streamlabs this whole live stream. Double check Venmo. Quinn, good to see you. It's been a minute. Why didn't I post it? There's a lot of stigma about it because it's such a big deal. Well, first off, it scared the living crap out of me. Second, I think it's a bad look to be like, oh my goodness, look at that, like, and trying just to get views or like use every moment for clout. You know, in a lot of ways too, it's like I mean, you hear a lot of people that get stuck in avalanches will say like they're ashamed of it. You know, like I made a stupid decision, which I did. I made a stupid decision and it put not only me but my friends at risk, and I was really ashamed of it. And so it took a while um to cope with it and to go through all the feelings. It's weird. It's a really weird thing. And you know, even in Europe right now, there was an inbounds slide. It buried 8 people. I haven't heard the death toll or anything like that, but like it's no joke. And so it's not something that to lightly be like, oh, I was in an avalanche. And so it's a big deal. And like if I do share the video, it obviously will be a learning experience. And I'm definitely going to talk through it and things like that. But at the end of the day, like I was really embarrassed that I got myself and my friends in that situation. So yeah, it was one of those things where in the video, it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of not a big deal. I rode away from it, but at the end of the day, it it felt like it was 20 minutes and it was only like 10 seconds. I could still to this day walk you through every thought that I was having in those moments and things. And I honestly, I think it was what I needed to keep myself in check, if that makes sense. So I had my close call and thank God it all worked out. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. And so, yeah. Because of awesome bindings, how do you even think they can improve the new independence? Dude, improving the new independence will be hard. But also, like, when I was riding the Freedoms, I was like, dude, how are they going to make these better? These bindings are really rad. And the independents are so good. They feel so good. I used to, with my Freedoms, because I always crank my bindings on super tight, I used to always loosen them in the lift line just so my feet wouldn't go numb. But with the independents, the new straps are so comfortable that I get as tight as I want to be. And then when I unclick and everything, I still don't actually have to reach down and like loosen up anything because it all still just feels really good. And I catch myself hiking in the independents more than I would hike with the Freedoms. So I'm enjoying the new bindings so much more. I don't think we have to worry about coming out with a new model they ran the Freedoms for 4 years. So I would assume that they would run the independents for the next couple years and then they'll go for a new model. They'll make slight changes and little things. And so, yeah. No, I didn't have any of my avalanche gear on when it happened. I wasn't in the backcountry. It was you'll see. One day you'll see. You should give August a free snowboard just for that. I'm not going to give a free snowboard away just for a $20 donation. I appreciate the $20 donation, but I do have another snowboard giveaway coming up though. So be ready for that. Make sure you're following the Instagram. Most giveaways, just so you know, most giveaways are always ran through the Instagram, at least for snowboards. So if you're not following my Instagram, that's the best place to be at for snowboard giveaways. But I'll always announce them on these live streams too. If you want like my up-to-date travel information. You want my, like, what's going on with camps. And all Snowboard giveaways are US only, just so you know. But if you ever want to know what's going on, these live streams are definitely the best way to stay up to date. Or if you have any questions about gear or things like that, this is the time to do it. Thoughts on kiteboarding? Personally, kiteboarding looks extremely boring to me. Kite snowboarding, people do it on Lake Dillon all the time. And dude, Dub 180, one of the oldest subscribers of the channel, gotta give him his props since season 1. As long as he doesn't change his profile picture, I should remember Dub 180. But as long as he doesn't change his profile picture, I'll always remember Dub 180. To me, kiteboarding looks like you're just heel sliding all the time. And yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be absolutely rad. To me, though, it doesn't. I just don't see it yet. Good recommendation with mitten thumbs. I use Elevation Supply Co. They're linked in the description. Actually, I think it changed because they were a sponsor of the channel. Did I change my glove? What gloves did I put in the? I think I put different gloves in the description. Yeah, I put some Burton gloves in the description now. And they're not mittens, they're like gloves. What's the difference between the X4 Air and the X4? So there are quite a few differences. I don't have an X4 near me, do I? I think I do. I have an X5 near me, but the X4 is close to the X5 size. The X4 Air is smaller. You can see the size difference. The X4 Air compared to the X4 has changeable lenses. So if you damage the lens, scratch the lens. So if you're mountain biking, skateboarding, using this in the summertime, you're going to want to get one of the cameras like the X5 or the X4 with the replaceable lenses, because with the older models, scratching the lens is kind of the death of that camera. But with these new ones, you can change the lenses, which is huge. Smaller battery in the X4 Air, but it does come with an additional battery. And all of the Insta360 batteries, honestly, are so much better than GoPro and any other camera company out there. X4, the Insta360s have the best batteries. There's one button for all of your hotkeys, where the other X4 and X5 have like multiple buttons there. The same side buttons with the quick and the power. And then a better sensor in the X4 Air than in the X4. The better sensor helps you with low light, which is huge. So like skiing and snowboarding, a lot of times the clouds are out and it's flat light. So the X5 has the best sensor for bad lighting conditions. And then the X4 has the second best sensor in the arsenal. This is only a $300 camera, which is rad. The X5 is, I think it's around $400 with the sale that's happening right now. I'll grab you guys the Insta360 sales. And then if you use my affiliate link, because it is an affiliate link, just so you guys know. If you use my affiliate link, you can get a snow bundle package as well, which is really rad. And of course, these cameras do the invisible pulls. You can run them in single lens if you're filming your buddies. They're great for head cam. I love my Insta360 cameras. I hope that answered your question on the differences. There's the link. And go save yourself some money on some rad cameras. I gotta make sure I bring everything to the mountain tomorrow. Whenever I take multiple days off, I just feel like my stuff just gets spread everywhere. My office is trashed. Any recommendations on where to get outerwear without spending an arm and a leg? Yeah, all the outerwear I wear is running 25 to 50% off all the outerwear. Vertica.com, here's the link right there. On the website, 20 to 50% off, all on vertica.com. When you check out, let them know that you came from me. What wax kit should I get? Sadly, because I just launched it, I don't have a kit. But one day I will have a wax kit. But as of right now, if you need snowboard wax, Buckhousewax.com is what I recommend. 130 grams of all temperature wax. It's got the Evolution logo imprinted on the bar. So if you want to support me and help me get it to where I can have a wax kit, this is the wax to buy. Fastest wax in the game, 100% biodegradable for keeping the planet safe. What degree should I have my binding angles when riding goofy? So if you ride a lot of goofy, I go 12-12. So I have the same for my regular riding and my goofy riding. If you don't ride goofy a lot, you could do like a -6 for riding goofy. So yeah, I would say that. %, Nick. Buy used gear? Yeah, used gear is not a bad option. What's the best snowboard to start off with? I'm new. I like flat profile snowboards for beginners. I just think it's a board that you can go from beginner to like high intermediate rider. The Gilson Dual is a flat profile snowboard, as well as it used to be the Worldwide Weapon, but now it's like Worldwide Peace by K2 is a really fun snowboard. I'll get you a snowboard kit. This one's got a Cyber Monday deal going for you. This is the last time I'm recommending a kit, though, till I get my kit. I'm joking. Right there, there's a good wax kit, good starter kit. Just picked up some Buckhouse wax. Dude, August, you're the best. The shipment shows up on Tuesday. So all the Buckhouse wax, if you've put in your pre-order, will be shipping on Tuesday. And then that's when I will unleash the marketing beast. I've been kind of keeping it I've been going crazy with the marketing just because I haven't had the wax. But once I get the wax, it's on. It's on. We're going off. I really want to snowboard. I live in Virginia, and there aren't a lot of places to snowboard, but also I don't know what to do or what board I should buy. What would you suggest for beginners? Well, I would first start off by renting. If you haven't gone much or whatever, I would start with just renting if you're only going like once or twice a season until you really fall in love with the sport, and then I would buy a board. There are some snowboard resorts though in Virginia for sure, and yeah, if you enjoy it, just keep trying. Do whatever you can to go snowboarding. You'll absolutely love it. The Burton Cultivator is my recommendation for beginners. Ooh, I like it. Do you have mountain lions around where you live? Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I heard around Boulder, there's a lot of mountain lions, even though you are in Silverthorne. Yeah, there's mountain lions everywhere. The craziest thing, like when you hear the number of mountain lions that are in Colorado, just Google it. How many mountain lions are in Colorado? It'll mess with you mentally when you're like split boarding early morning or walking. And the crazy thing about a mountain lion is it's definitely watching you. You just don't know what it is. hear me out. Johnathan Buckhouse times Steep times Sickos. I rode with Steep. Had a mini collab. I would say like the type of collab that I like to do with Steep, where in the video, but not forced or done anything weird. If you want to see that video with me and Steep, there's the link right there. Blam. Now with the Sickos, I am not trying to do whatever those dudes do. I'm not launching a boat 60 feet in the air and all that type of stuff. So I'll go watch the Sickos be idiots, but I'm not partaking. What do you think the best epic resort is for beginners? Will be next week in Colorado, Keystone still, or maybe Breck, worth checking out if Peak 9 is open. If Peak 9 is open, go to Breckenridge if you're beginners, which I think it should be open. It might even be open now. Keystone has no beginner terrain. I took Roman and Bristol, or I took Bristol out to Keystone the other day. And the entire time I was out there riding with her, in my head, I'm like, God, Keystone's such a bad beginner mountain. Like, you have the Ranger lift from the top of Durkham. The run's called Scout. The whole run, the fall line is going hard left. They should make enough snow and try to level it out and make the run flat, and then it goes down. But they just leave it with a horrible fall line that just sends beginners into the tree area. And then the beginner hill with the tube thing, it just funnels me. I literally carried Bristol up the mountain at Keystone instead of getting on the tube thing because it couldn't get enough people up. It's awful. Keystone is awful for teaching people. Do I ever snowboard in Mammoth? I do, but normally in the springtime. I love springtime Mammoth. Yeah, I would highly think, I would fully believe that Breckenridge has runs open, and I would 1000% go to Breckenridge over Keystone, especially if you're beginners. Thoughts on the angry influencer? I think it's funny that someone can make an entire career about reviewing gear without ever riding it. So it's basically just package reading. I can't believe you've never gone to Whistler. I know, isn't that crazy? Maybe this year. We'll knock it off this year. I've been getting, thanks to Peak to Creek, been getting knocking out some Canadian resorts. I've been to Revelstoke. That's a good Canadian one to knock off. Now Red Mountain coming up. If you guys want to ride with me at Red Mountain, I'll share the link for you guys. All-inclusive adult experience. Skiers are welcome. January 10th, 14th through the 18th. Come to camp with me. It's not camp, it's an experience. But yeah, we gotta knock out Whistler for sure. What about Ryan Purvis collab? Sure. My thing with collabs is like a lot of us snowboard influencers try to do them in the past, and with snowboarding you only get so many laps. So if we're gonna get 8 runs in a day and I got to make my whole video, and they're trying to make their video, it doesn't you know, you're giving up runs for the other person's video. It's harder to make your video. It just doesn't work out too well. And then most of the people, like being honest, the people that are really into like snowboard YouTube or snowboard content creation tend to follow everybody. So like the growth really isn't there as it would be for like traditional collabs. So, and so like I've ridden with, other than Ryan, and who's the other one? Sickos. You know, I got to meet Steep, and that just naturally happened, and that's how I love it. A lot of the snowboard influencers, instead of making it something forced or like, hey, I'm in town, like, let's meet up, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, if we happen to be in the same area, sure, absolutely. And it's more of like, what's up, how you doing, in the video, opposed to like, I need you or want you to help my content. So. Speaking of that, not gonna lie. Oh. I want to go to New Zealand this summer. I think that'd be a ton of fun. Class should just be jamming and having fun. Absolutely. You should wax a brand new snowboard before getting on the slopes. Or should you wax a brand new snowboard before getting on the slopes? What would you classify as a beginner, intermediate, as well as expert? Are you talking about ability? Okay, so you don't have to wax a brand new snowboard. They come with a factory wax. Now, I would maybe do 2 days of riding on a brand new snowboard and then I would wax it. Waxing improves your time on mountain. Like I can fully tell when I'm rocking a waxed snowboard opposed to a snowboard that needs to get waxed. Now, can you ride a snowboard that hasn't been waxed? Absolutely. But it's not performing at its highest ability. It's like doing something on an empty stomach. You could still do it, but you know, like if you're full and energized and have all your nutrition before going out on the day of riding, then you're gonna perform better. You're gonna feel better while you're out on the mountain. You're not gonna be like, man, I really wish I ate before I started snowboarding. You're not gonna be like, man, I really wish I waxed before snowboarding. So I would give yourself 2 days on a factory wax before waxing it yourself. You're normally like buffed on wax is the biggest thing. So it's like there is wax on the base. It's just not like in the pores like you do when you hand wax. Next, a beginner is someone that's riding greens, struggling to ride with the nose of the board heading down the mountain. They need to be making long turns, whether they're S turns or J turns. They got to cross lots of the terrain vertically. I would say that's a beginner. Now, an intermediate rider can now go straight down the mountain, take off speed, whether that's a back foot rudder or actually making turns or doing counter rotation to stop. That would be a beginner rider. I think to be that would be an intermediate rider. To be an advanced rider, I think you got to start being in the terrain park. You got to be able to do 180s, possibly 360s, 50-50 some rails and boxes. That would put you from intermediate to an advanced rider. An expert rider is someone that can absolutely tear down the mountain any way, shape, or form, stop on a dime, 360, all directions, has 540 or larger rotations mixed in with all board slides on lock. On top of that, to be an expert rider, I think you have to be an absolute ripper of the mountain, meaning you could ride couloirs, bowls, powder, trees, any of that type of stuff to hit expert level. Do you have a how to wax video? I do. And I'm going to be dropping more videos on all of that type of stuff. But let me grab you a how to wax video. This is my best how to wax video right here. That's how to wax your snowboard by Johnathan Buckhouse. And then there's another how to wax your video if you can't fully understand what he's saying. Just saw a 9-year-old do a 4 on. Yeah, dude, this world's getting crazy. Oh, you saw the backcountry training video on TikTok. I reposted it on TikTok. I've been going through a lot of my older content and posting it on TikTok, just so you guys know. So it's been fun. I love your TikTok content. Look at that. TikTok's been popping off. Not gonna lie. I've been enjoying all the love I get over there. Hey, what's up, Buckhouse? I just got my X5 and GPS mic a couple days ago with your code. Dude, I appreciate it. I got the free snow kit. Thanks, dude. Ice Coast Angel, I'm so stoked for you. GPS microphone, mine's charging right now. X5, it's an undefeated setup, and then you got the snow kit, which is rad. Once again, guys, that's going till December 7th. It's the best Insta360 sale of the entire year. So if you're thinking about getting one of those Insta360 cameras that I use for all my content, that is the one to get. And on that note, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. Lastly, don't forget to snag Evolution stickers for any of your new gear. You got a new helmet, you got a new snowboard, new skis. You're going to want to throw either a ski or a snowboard version. Remember, we have a bunch of really cool colors and versions like fire or lime. We have every color you can think of for the stickers. And just different versions. We got even Buckhouse wax stickers. All kinds of stickers, as well as Buckhouse wax, 130 grams of pure slickness. Blam, there's all the links right there for those guys, as well as everything's in the description. All of the sales for Black Friday are in the description as well. The Cardo system, outerwear, you got Vertica, ski goggles, you got Kuno Optics, all have massive sales. Shady Rays for sunglasses, if you need any of those. Dude, Dub 180, dude, so stoked that you made it on the live stream. I honestly think beginners can do tame dogs. Flips are not a matter of skill so much as they are just pure chucking. So flipping and backflipping, you can be a beginner and have those tricks, believe it or not. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Keep evolving. Really fun video posting tomorrow, and then more rad snowboard content coming your way. Peace.